Yo, welcome back. Time to continue the Carolina off season. Now, we did have a down year last season, to say the least. We ended up with a top 10 pick, actually, in the draft. It turned out decent enough. We got a couple good draft picks, but obviously, we didn't do much in terms of progressing as a team forward to win a Stanley Cup. It is Carolina. We're in 2020. I suppose it's realistic that we'd just be starting to contend. However, last year, or I guess 2 years ago now, we did make it to the conference semis. And I really believe we should have made it to the the Eastern Conference Finals. We didn't. And now we missed the playoffs. We got to get back. We have to get back. I was looking to make a major move, a major trade. Now, you can look at last season two ways. Number one, that was just an off year. For whatever reason, the team played under what it should be. Or you can look at it like that's what the team actually is. In fact, there's 2 seasons before that, when we did make the postseason, maybe we were just overachieving. Either way, I think we should look to upgrade. If that really is what our team is, not a playoff team, we gotta improve. If that was just an off season, that means we do make the playoffs, and that means we should go for the cup. Either way, I think we should try and make a big improvement to the team. I was looking at Panarin. He's the only guy that makes sense. He really is. The bottom 6 is pretty set for us. The only kind of piece we could tweak and improve is the top 6. Panarin, a bona fide top line guy, 90 overall, very nice. We'll get to probably a 91 when his morale jumps up. Defensively, 87 and 88. That is fine by me for a sniper. Senses is great. Shooting, honestly, I thought shooting would be in the 90s. Like, I thought puck skills and shooting would be reversed. Well, that's what I would like it to be. I can see why it's not. That is fine. What did he put up for points, actually? So, he had a bit of a down year, but before that, 79, 74, 81. And yeah, I believe the first year we simulated, we've done 4 seasons now. So yeah, he put up 80, 70, damn near 80. I'm going to chalk last year up to just an off season. Now, we've seen that the team we have is very good point production simulators. They might not be 90s, but they simulate quite well last season, like I said. I don't know what that was about. I'm going to chalk that up to just a bad season. Panarin will definitely help us out, I think. Will definitely help us with a deep playoff run. Now, we're going to have to make a couple moves to make that happen first. One of them is going to be a trade, and honestly, the trade I showed you at the end of last episode, I don't see any reason not to make that trade. It just makes too much sense for each team. You look at Toronto. Now, they are a hopeful team, just like us, so they're looking to make the postseason. You look at the overall, they do have 4 centers, but Nolan Patrick is a second liner, right? They have Kadri and Matthews. Kadri is locked up 4.5 for 2 seasons. They got to get rid of somebody because they need wingers. Van Riemsdyk is the only top 6 winger they have. Now, they do have, like, a Reichel, top 6 potential, but he only got to an 84. Kapanen, top 6 potential, but he only got to an 83. You can see why they need that top-level winger, and Skinner fits the bill. We're basically exchanging expiring contracts as well. So, yes, Skinner is eating up a lot of money, but it's only a 1-year deal for them. Now, it works out perfect. We also get a cheap 1-year deal guy, just what we're looking for. Now, I could make the argument maybe Skinner will ask for less in the upcoming off-season, next one. However, that's what I said last contract, and then he wanted $7 million. So I don't expect him to take much less. If he does, great for Toronto. But it's looking like he's going to want that money. That's what he's shown in the past. But if he changes his mind and he only wants 5.8, then you know what? Toronto gets a good player out of that. I don't think it's going to go through 1-for-1. It looks like they're giving up more value, but they do want Skinner. I don't expect it to go through. I just want to see what they say about it. So, okay. They're entertaining the trade. It's just not enough value. All right. Who do they want here? I didn't look into the trade too much, aside from just a 1-for-1 swap. I'm not looking to give up anybody. I can give up a couple unsigned guys, but is that really realistic? McCowan, he's got a bit of trade value, and now Woodgo, they don't need to give anyone back. Now, let me check out what the defense situation is looking like here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They only have 5. Wow. Okay, now Valiev. Yeah, Valiev, he could play, but a minor top 4, obviously McCowan would be an upgrade for them. Plus, now they are taking on Skinner, $7 million, and they're giving up a cheap guy. Now they're getting a cheap defenseman back, 0.9 for the next 2 seasons. I do think that will help them out. Now, what about the goaltending situation? Bishop. Oh, speaking of goaltending, look at this. Holy shit, look at that value. That is the guy we picked up 8th overall in the 2020 draft. Yeah, that trade value is crazy. He's going to be an 88, 89, 90 plus goalie. In terms of forwards, I'll show you Layman, not as good. I don't know what that trade value, I don't even know what that trade value indicates. I know that if it's super high, it's great. If it's kind of medium like that, I don't know, maybe he's trade piece of the future. I really don't know, but as of now, I'd like to hold on to him. And another quick thing, draft picks. I know I've kind of been shipping off a lot of draft picks the past couple seasons. I'm going to stop doing that, at least for the time being. We already gave up a first round pick next season. Well, I guess next season technically now, but that was for another first round pick. We're just swapping 2 seasons from now for now, which I'm okay with, but this upcoming season, I want to make sure we have all of our draft picks. Now, if I have to trade away like a 4th or 5th round pick, I will, but the top 3, I'm definitely going to keep. I want to get that cupboard filled back up of prospects. Who exactly do we have at the moment? Goaltending-wise, really nobody. I guess this backup guy and this elite goalie. The elite goalie, I say really nobody. Do we really want to trade him if he has that much trade value? It looks like he's going to end up being an amazing goalie, but if we're looking to win now, we could get a lot back for him. Defenseman, we don't have anyone in the cupboard really, but let me go to potential here. We do still have Liljegren coming up. He could still make a jump. We got Bean, who could still maybe come up. That's about it. And then forward-wise, we obviously have Layman, Gauthier. He's not a prospect anymore. Aho, he's getting a bit older. So you can see we still have some good young pieces to maybe play, maybe trade away. But I'd like to get a couple more in there. That's going to be 3 coming up in the next draft. At least 3 good ones, considering they're all top 3 picks. Not top 3. Fucking the first 3 rounds, you know what I mean. And then the season after that, we got 2. Nice. I'm going to try and make this trade now. Skinner and McCowan. I think that trade will go through. The trade value looks good. I wouldn't be shocked if they declined it. Patrick is a young guy. But as we saw, they did entertain it. Let me see what they say. Trade rejected. It isn't sufficient at all. All right. Like I said, I'd like to keep my draft picks as possible. Do they want a goalie? Walker. We could give him Walker. He's a backup. We're not giving up too much here. Let me just check the goaltending situation again. I know they had Anderson, but yeah, they don't have any prospects, though. That could be good. We're getting rid of Skinner for Patrick. We're getting rid of salary, most importantly, to sign Panarin. And then McCowan, Walker. I mean, McCowan, we all given up a good piece, but like I said, we got guys coming in. We got Liljegren and Bean who can easily take over his spot. And then a backup goalie. Who the fuck cares about a backup goalie? Let me see what they say to this now. And trade accepted. Wow. So not only do we get to dump $7 million worth of cap to sign Panarin, we get a good player back in Nolan Patrick, even if he is just a 1-year rental. That is fine with me. One thing I did want to talk about, I kind of forgot coming into the hype of the episode, starting recording and everything, but with the signing of Panarin, I just wanted to show you kind of the contract situation right now. Luckily, I know I've said this a lot, but it's very true. Luckily, we have the goaltending situation locked down long term. Pretty reasonable deals as well. Murray and Pickard both locked down for 5 seasons. That's great. Defensemen, next season could get a little bit tricky. He's actually not happy at all. And I said he might be on his way out anyways, but now that his morale is down to that, he might be on the way out shorter or sooner than I thought. Now, I'd trade him at next year's draft. We have him on a 2-year contract, which is perfect. Hopefully, he can retain that trade value, hopefully, but he'll probably get shipped out to save money to sign Brodin and Slavin. Again, we have Liljegren coming up. Now, if I can keep Fifi, I definitely will, but next season, we have Brodin and Slavin. Hopefully, we can manage to get him. Now, we also have Falk in 2 seasons. That's going to be a big one. He's going to want a lot of money. Now, next season, we have Patrick Kane to sign. Patrick, it's just a rental. We just needed to get rid of Skinner for Panarin. He's a 1-year player to hopefully help us go as far as we can. We also have Grabner, who cares? Gauthier, who cares? Really, it's just Patrick Kane, or Evander Kane, Brodin, and Slavin. I think we can manage that. If we need to out-trade Panarin, I don't want to, but he's good enough to where he's going to be tradable, no matter what his age is. We have 8.2 available. That is perfect. Now, I think we got to give him what he wants in terms of contract length. I don't want to fuck around. I do not want to lose him. We just traded away Skinner. Now, I know we got Nolan Patrick back, but still, if we don't get Panarin, I am going to be pissed. I want to make sure we get him. 8 million. 8 million over 6 seasons. Like I said, if we run into any cap trouble, we can just trade him away. We can get good pieces back 1 year from now, 2 years from now maybe. Some of the younger guys are going to be coming up on the rookie contracts. We can get nice young guys to play. Plus, if we can win a cup in the next couple seasons, I'll feel fine with this trade. Like I said, we signed him for a 2-year deal, 8.7. We just can't afford that. 5-year contract, a 4-year contract. See, I'm tempted to offer him a 4-year contract. But the only thing is, what if he's really just strict about the years wanted? Now, he wants 7 million, almost 8 million for 4 seasons. 5, he wants 7.6. I'm going to try and get him at a 4-year contract at $8 million. I hope I didn't make a mistake. I think we would have, I'd be like 99% sure we'd get him if I gave him 6 years, but I reduced the years a little bit. Hopefully that's not a deal breaker for him. Fifi, what do you want to say? McCowan, who cares about McCowan? Demanding. Get the fuck out of here. Draisaitl, the same role. Yeah, okay, I understand, but he's going to be playing the wing. I wish I could interact with the players more. I got Patrick to play on your wing. I'm going to go calming. Did it have... Oh, shit, I didn't read it. Did it have an effect on him? Let me go trending. It doesn't look like it affected either of them good. Shit, let me see, actually. Oh, it doesn't have anything about... Oh, no, it doesn't have anything about the meeting. I don't know. If you could read it that quickly, let me know. I really have no idea. Panarin, please, come to Carolina. We need you. Please, I'm begging you. $8 million bucks? Don't turn that down. Oh, Panarin? Oh, we got Panarin, thank God. Oh, my heart was pounding Anytime you change up that year length, it can be a deal breaker for some people. Wow. So, this is the team on paper right now. We got in net. We know in net. I'm not even going to go through that. We got Falk, Fifi, Hannafin, Brodin, Slavin, and Liljegren. Maybe Bean. That's about it. One of those guys can take over top 6. Probably Liljegren, just because it looks like he's going to get there quicker. Forwards now. We got Panarin, Zibanejad, and Shen. Now, Shen, is he a first line? No, he's a second liner, but we have Zibanejad and Panarin, both bona fide first liners. That is great to see. Granlund now with Kane and Wendberg. Or Patrick. Either one, honestly, but I'm probably going to go with Wendberg. Not a terrible second line, but not the best. However, the third line is going to be Draisaitl, Nolan Patrick, and Zykov. That is a filthy third line. That could be a second line on most teams. And then we're going to have Grabner, Curtis Lazar, and maybe Gauthier, maybe Sebastian Aho. I don't really know, but that's just rhyme. But, yeah, that's the team on paper. Basically, I'm just going to be filling out the AHL team. There's not much else to do. I'll catch you guys probably preseason. Oh my god. After being a 79 overall, getting paid a 2-way contract last season for us, Mike Smith is now an 86 overall starting goalie, getting paid $6.5 million by the LA Kings. What the fuck has gone on with Mike Smith, EA? I am here at preseason. So far, everything has gone according to plan in this episode. The trade, the signing, haven't been any hiccups. Hopefully, none happen right now. Let's check out who jumped in overall. As always, starting off with goalies, no jump at all. Matt Murray and Calvin Pickard, same as they were in the system. Don't expect anything there. Let's check out defensemen. Liljegren, I hope you jumped. Please, I hope you jumped. Okay, he's not here. We got some guys at 79. Everybody's about the same as I expected. Hannafin, damn, yeah, it doesn't look like he's going to fulfill his elite potential. 86 is still damn good, though. Still damn good, especially on that contract. $3.9 million, hell yeah. This is a moment of truth, though. Liljegren, just be at least like an 82. Okay, I called it. 82. I'm happy with that. 82, I'll take it. Nothing crazy, though. Looking at his individual stats, let me ask you, is it time to trade him? I waited long enough, I think. Is it time to finally pull the trigger? Bean as well didn't jump at all. That sucks. Oh well, let's go to forwards. I don't think anybody would have jumped at all. Let me just check out. Any names pop out? No, Sebastian Aho, he didn't jump at all. 79. Gauthier didn't jump at all. 81. Defensive awareness, still at a 72. Oh, God. That's about it. So, actually, nobody jumped at all. Oh, yeah, Nolan Patrick, he stayed 85. Okay, that's fine. So, yeah, nobody really jumped at all. Like I said, Liljegren, a bit of a disappointment looking at his individual stats, but it is what it is. Alright, this is what the team is shaping up to look like. It's looking like a damn good team. On the top line, we got Panarin, Zibanejad, and Shen. Not bad at all. We got Wendberg, Granlund, and Kane. And actually, Nolan Patrick on the wing is perfect. His face-off rating is a measly 64. That's pathetic, actually. So putting him on the wing is actually perfect for him. He's going to go with Draisaitl and Zykov. Now, the fourth line. Curtis Lazar, we know he can play center. He's good defensively. But we then have Gauthier, who's a one-star defense, and Grabner, who's, he's okay. Now, is that fourth line good enough? Now, I think Lazar and Grabner is, but do you trust Gauthier on that bottom line without the help of a Draisaitl or a Backes? Let me know. Defense-wise, this is what we got. We got Hanifin, Falk, Fifi, Brodin, Slavin, Liljegren. Nothing too extraordinary. What is a very possible thing we could do is trade Liljegren and that sniper we drafted, or the goalie, to move up and get a top 2 defenseman. Now, oh yeah, let me just show you special teams. I always make a habit of not showing you, but this is what special team is. I got Falk, Kane, Shen, the Minajad, Panarin, and then Wendberg, Granlund, Gauthier, Zykov, and Hanifin. I like that second unit a lot. And then penalty kill, Draisaitl, Lazar, Hanifin, Falk, and then Zibanejad, Shen, Slavin, and Brodin. So that's the lineup. Let me show you, well, I haven't even seen it, so let me show myself as well. The prospects we just drafted. Let's take a look at them. I don't expect them to jump at all, but I just want to take a look at the trade value. So Lemon, that's his new nickname, Lemon. So Lemon, even though he might be traded. We could trade Lemon and Liljegren, and I'd like to keep the goalie just because of his trade value, but he could even go in the deal too, but I'm going to take him out. We could trade Lemon and Liljegren to a rebuilding team for maybe a top 2 defender. That is a very strong possibility. And I don't know how, but somehow the salary cap available, 6.1. So we got room to bring in somebody. Wow. Oh my god. What if we did this trade? Lemon and Liljegren for motherfucking Klingberg. Hold on a second. 89 overall. Yeah, okay, top 4 defenseman, not top 2, but 89, basically top 2. Oh my god. Could you imagine him on this team? And look at that contract. A 2-year contract, so he's not a rental. We get him 2 years at 4.2. That is amazing. At the draft, we can feel totally fine with trading away Fifi to clear up some money to sign Slavin and Brodin back. And we get to get rid of Slavin's trade value to get a good piece back. Oh my god. Now again, they're a rebuilding team, Dallas. Keep that in mind. They want both of these prospects, and Klingberg is 28. He is 28. He's not a veteran per se, but by the time this team is back to being championship contending, look at that. They don't even have a goalie. By the time they get back to being championship contenders, Klingberg might be out of his prime. But look at that team though. But, they're getting 2 great players back. And, holy, what the fuck? Look at all those centermen. What the fuck are you doing? Okay, they get a winger. Lemon, he's a winger. What the hell is Dallas doing? Sagan, center. Hintz, center. Whatever your name is. Center. Eakin, center. Oh my! That's absolutely mind-boggling. That's mind-boggling how many good centers they have. Let me check out overall, actually. Okay, so overall-wise, they're not as good. Yeah, they only have 2 top 6 wingers. They could get another one in, and Liljegren. Now, keep in mind, Liljegren, he's already like 21. He's not quite a prospect, so he can help them win right now. Wow, this is a crazy trade. We could add more to the trade as well. We could add in a Gauthier, who has a lot of trade value. We could add in, we could add in a 3rd round pick. I said I wouldn't want to do it, but for Klingberg, maybe. This trade isn't as intriguing as the other ones. Spurgeon. Now, he's only an 86, so he's not that top 2 defender, but defense, senses, puck skills, skating, his physical isn't great, but his durability is good. Now, he is 5.3 million, but if we get him to retain 50%, we are getting a 86 overall at 2.6. Basically what we did with Brodin. Now, I wouldn't want to give up both of these guys. Now, they're a rebuilding team, so maybe I don't know, maybe we just do a 1-for-1. I mean, see, look at that trade value skyrocket up now. I don't know. This trade isn't as intriguing as the Dallas, but if you feel like the Dallas trade is too unrealistic, I don't think it is. But if you think it is, maybe this is a trade to go for? I'm not too sure. It is an option, though. Okay, even the Jared Spurgeon trade is more intriguing than this. But again, I'm just giving you guys options. Ryan McDonough, again, $7 million, but if we could get him to retain 50%, we'd be looking at like 3.8-ish if my math is even close to correct. Again, a rebuilding team, bringing on an elite defender, a 2-year deal. So again, not necessarily a rental, but we could get him on a semi-cheap deal if they retain 50%. I hate to even bring this up. I hate it. But Ottawa, apparently they're a rebuilding team. Now, Erik Karlsson is 30 years of age in this universe. Alright, he's 30 years of age. You gotta think, by the time Ottawa's back to being a contending team, will Karlsson still be in his prime? If not, Liljegren and Lemon for $3.5 million, 94 overall Karlsson for the next 5 years? That could win us a couple Stanley Cups. This, again, they're a rebuilding team. You gotta keep that in mind. And in this universe, they might not be good. Yeah, they don't have a starting goaltender to save their lives. What about forwards? Let's check it out. They don't have a top 6 center. Pajot, the third line. They don't have a top 6 center to save their lives. They have 2 top 6. They only have 2 top 6 players in general. Defensemen, aside from Karlsson, they got a couple good defensemen, but they'd be bringing in another one and another top 6 sniper. This might be my new front runner trade. This might be the new front runner trade. Holy shit. Alright, and that was about it. Those trades, holy shit, those were some intriguing trades. So we got Klingberg, Spurgeon, McDonough, and Erik fucking Karlsson. I'm going to show you this trade one more time. I don't know. It might make more sense the more you think about it. He's 30 years of age. They don't have a top 6 center. They don't have a starting goalie. They don't even have a backup goalie. I mean, oh my god, since they don't have a goalie, I mean, we'd be giving up way too much trade value here, but maybe we could get something crazy in return back. Maybe we could even ask for the first round pick. This would be an insane trade. The first round pick in Karlsson for Liljegren, Lemon, and an elite goalie. Mind-boggling. But this could win us multiple Stanley Cups. I truly believe it. And again, if they retain 50%, we get him at $3.6 or $3.5 million. That is just an unreal deal. Think on that. Think on it. Please, let me know if you think that's even close to realistic to make. That might be the move to make. I was going to get about a month or 2 of simulation done, but now that I've seen that, I need to pause it. Let me know what you think. I'll catch you in the next episode. I'm hyped. This is free agency. I don't know. Maybe there's somebody. Let me go to, we do have money to spend, so restricted free agents. Not really anybody there. Just wanted to check. Thank you for watching, though. I'll catch you in the next episode.